So for those of you who are wondering, this is what happens if you don't clean your filter and oil it. So it basically lets a bunch of crap through, and that's because this thing is hideous. I don't think it's ever been cleaned. So here's a tech tip, okay? Obviously there's mountains of information about cold air intakes and all of that funny stuff on the internet, but the deal with these is there's an argument that says motocross bikes use foam filters. So why can you not use it on a road car? So basically this is through experience. You can use one of these. You can use a panel filter, which is a cotton filter, or a foam filter, okay? Just understand that you have to clean this thing. If it's a road car application, you're probably going to have to clean it once a week. And that means take it off, soak it in a detergent that's going to pull the oil off. What I do is petrol first, and then a strong detergent. So the petrol gets the oil off, and then the detergent gets the mud and the dirt off. Then you rinse it out, you leave it to dry, and you re-oil it. So yes, dirt bikes, off-road bikes use foam filters, but those filters are cleaned after every ride. Every single ride you have to clean that filter. So there is a tiny bit more flow. If, let's say, all things being equal, you use your standard intake pipe, your standard airbox, and you just put a panel filter, there will be an increase in flow. It will be marginal though, but there is definitely an increase over a paper filter. Just understand, you need to get a cold air feed to that filter, number one, and number two, you have to clean that thing. If it's a race car, every race you have to clean it. If it's a road car, you're going to have to clean it at least once a week. So the maintenance doesn't really, if it's a road car, the maintenance doesn't really offset the increase in performance. It just doesn't make sense. If you don't clean it, what happens is the oil that's on the filter basically gets caked in dirt, and it stops doing its job. The function of the oil is to catch the dirt. The gauze and the cotton or foam is to stop the bigger particles. So there will always be some sort of small fine particles that come through. So yeah, if you don't clean this, it will destroy your valve seats and eventually the ball, because it will just form a grinding paste on the cylinder wall and prematurely heat up your rings, and the ball and the piston. So just understand, there is a very small percentage of performance to be gained, but the maintenance is very high. If it's a race car, it's a different story because you're maintaining that thing almost every race. But if it's a road car, I just don't see the benefit. It just doesn't make sense in terms of the maintenance. If you have nothing and you want to install something that's going to work, that's fine. You can do that. Just also understand that in the engine bay, this will now suck in a lot of hot air that's in the engine bay already. So you have to supply a cold air feed to this. And then the ideal situation would be is that you box it off from the engine bay and just let it draw from the front of the car or somewhere where there is a cold air supply. So that's the deal with these things.